So you've probably been hearing about detox symptoms for a long time now. And it's pretty ambiguous, right? You don't really know exactly what to expect when you're about to embark on a new raw vegan diet or any other type of major transformative regimen. So this video is to help break down what you could expect when you're going raw vegan from detox symptoms, from small to major. Welcome back, everyone. If this is your first time here, this is Raw Vegan Food Diet, and we discuss everything that has to do with your optimal health through the raw vegan food diet. Now I have some new updates, and I just launched my new merch shop on Spreadshop, so you should see links in the description. And if you're interested, that would be greatly appreciated if you pick out some items that you like for yourself or for your family or your friends. And you are guaranteed to like my designs. I believe that you will. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, like this video if you find it useful, and also share it with someone that you think it could help. Now, back to the topic. So first, what are detox symptoms and why do they happen? Basically, if you're used to a certain way of living, a lot of things, once you change them or once you try or attempt to change them, will start to give you a little kickback. Now, that's for other areas in life, but specifically for the body as well. So say you've been eating a certain way for a long time. Say you've been eating lots of fried, charred meats, things like that, and that's your dinner. And then now you're going on, say, a green juice fast, and that's your dinner. You will notice some differences in your body. Now, I just feel like detox are changes, but sometimes it can be confusing because one doesn't know when the so-called detox symptom is actually just a part of the transformation of their body and healing, or if it is something major that they're doing to their body. And a lot of that is mental, but I'll try to put that aside because I really do believe that the body is the mind, but I will try to be, I guess, more supportive in the physical sense. Like, let's just say that there are physical causes, right? And why I say I'll put the mental aside, because I feel like the mental dictates the physical, so it's very hard for me to just put the mental aside. But if you see yourself throwing up, maybe if you see like lumps coming up as far as on your lymph nodes, it may scare you, and think that, okay, now it's time to stop doing my transformation, and now it's time to go to the doctor. So I do understand that. And anything that I suggest is only suggestions. Of course, it's not orders. I'm not telling you what to do. If you feel like you need to go to the doctor, please go to the doctor for whatever reason you want to. That is not my choice. So this video specifically is for the people that like to doctor themselves more than not and are open to just listening to another fellow human being's experience and seeing how it pertains to them, the information that I'm sharing. You're an independent being. Everybody here that's watching this video thus far is an independent thinker, independent being, and decides for themselves what they want to do for their optimal health journey. So that aside, there are a lot of times when you will want to quit, and when you will actually think that you screwed something up in your body. Of course, that's a thought, and it will require some type of info or some type of scientific info, or at least community with people that are like-minded or like-actioned. So they are actually doing a detox diet as well, or transforming as well. And if you can get in a vegan group, that would be great. A raw vegan group, even better. And people can tell you, oh, I got over that. Oh, that was nothing. So I'll just start from small things, perhaps. Some of these things might not be small to you, right? But it's a beauty thing, right? So physically, you might have loose skin. When I changed to an all raw vegan diet, I guess I lost a little bit of weight. It wasn't really like a whole lot, maybe 5 or 10. I didn't really notice that much. So I think it was probably 5 or 10 pounds, but my neck noticed. Apparently, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm in my early 40s and I don't think I have much wrinkles or, sometimes I get under eye bags and things like that. But the crepey neck was like, okay, no, we're not doing that, but I didn't freak out. I do use like a serum every day though, before I started going raw and after I was raw. So I really don't feel like it's just a serum, if at all. But I will link that in the description if you're interested in what I used to reverse the crepey neck, but it fell away. It did reverse. So, and as you can see, it looked like not turkey neck, but it was crepey and it wasn't fun for me to look at, right? And it did go away and it went away pretty fast. So fast, I don't even know how fast it was. It might have been a week or two, but your body is different. Your body is unique. It may take you more or less time, but these are things to not freak out about. No, the raw vegan diet does not age you. Actually, I feel, and so many others do, that have done this diet, it does the opposite. Okay, so that's one thing. I also experience migraines. Now, I did have an experience years ago with an ocular migraine, so it's nothing I've had all of my life. It just happened from like a toothache that I had, and I'm sure it was infected, and I feel like it went up to my brain, right? I'm not a doctor, but this is just my feeling of how I'm explaining to you what I believe. And once I got a tooth extracted, took antibiotics years ago, maybe 10, and it went away. So it did come back once I started juice fasting and water fasting, which was, again, years later, once I started detoxing my body. And I kind of made the connection and I'm like, wow, it seems like certain things are kicking up acidosis or acids in my body, or maybe there's something about my system that is acidic. Now, of course, I'm sure I did research. I don't remember exactly who I landed on. It might have been Dr. Morse, but I started to learn about my system and more through these pains and through these things that I was going through. And long story short, and it is a long story because they would come every time I would have any type of calorie deficit or I would fast, mostly with juice. They will come and they are not fun. It starts like a heavy, like someone hit you in the back of the head or something, but in the inside of your head, which is weird. And it's just a dull pain, and then it just kind of moves around to the eyes, and you see like, not spots, but like a rainbow type of halo thing. And so it's not like a sharp pain, but it's just all encompassing. And all you really want to do is just close your eyes. So obviously I learned some hacks with that over the years, and I haven't had any. I haven't done a long-term fast recently, but I haven't had any, and I'm so happy. I pretty much hacked it. And that is just to actually stay hydrated. Stay hydrated as much as you can with water and deep breaths and relax, and you'll get through it. But also, it is a cleaning out process. So that is just like a short-term thing to help you like move on with your day a little bit quicker, because it can last like 20 minutes, maybe even an hour. I don't remember how long now, but it was long enough where I just felt like I was just laid out, like I couldn't do anything. Something that's common if you're doing, say, a juice fast is you may feel faint. Or maybe if you're doing a raw vegan diet and perhaps you're not getting enough calories, or your body is suggesting to you you're not getting enough calories, because I do have a theory on calories as far as it is per the individual. It's not really a theory, that's scientific, right? But I do feel like one is able to figure out for themselves, not looking at a governmental chart, how much calories is required of them, their individual bodies at any given time or any given moment. So you want to listen to your body. You want to understand the feedback, right? That's the most important conversation, is your spirit and your flesh, right? It's to find a way to be one. So it will kick back. It will tell you, if you're feeling faint, you may need to rest. If you're feeling faint, you may be deprived of some type of nutrients, vitamins, minerals. So these can be quick fixes, or these can be drawn out. If you're not understanding the feedback and understanding the message. But you just want to go down the line, and anything and everything you can do, save for going backwards. Why? Because we determined that it's detox. It is very strange to kind of understand what detox is, because detox is just whatever you're willing to tolerate to get to where you want to go. I'll repeat that. Detox symptoms are whatever you are willing to tolerate in order for you to reach the optimal position, the optimal final level of where you feel you need to be. So you may go through a headache. There may not be anything at all. You can't let that scare you. And if you really, really feel scared, you must get blood tests done, or you must get scans. My suggestion, I would get scans, because when you're going through certain type of detoxes, the scariest ones are you think something is growing, or you think you're damaging a major organ. Now that's important to your optimal health, obviously, in the body. So if you want to do scans, great. Blood tests are a little more tricky, because if you get certain blood tests and then you listen to your doctor, they may say, wow, you're down on levels, or you're down on this, or you're down on that. And you may be, but you're in the process, right? Like say you're having a water fast. You're in the process of doing something. Maybe you're trying to trigger autophagy. Things are breaking down. Of course, certain levels are not going to be at its highest, because you are consciously breaking down proteins, or breaking down, fat, or whatever the case is. You're releasing a lot of things, toxins, and you are down for the process. So you're the final vote, regardless. You might feel dizzy, and again, that, in my opinion, has to do with the acid nature roaming around in your body. Maybe it's finally broken free because you're giving a lot of the harder protein foods and the harder cooked foods on your system, and things are just breaking free, and they're like, wow, free, we can get out of here. What it seems like the body does is, when there are toxic things in the body, or things that the body can't use, to be clear, for your optimal health, it will section itself off in a boil, a pimple, a stone, a tumor. This is how amazingly gracious and beautiful the body is, that it will try to section away something, but you have to deal with it at some point. So this is the raw vegan diet, and this is the fasting nature, is now you got to deal with your shit. You understand what I'm saying? Literally sometimes. So it's like, it comes out, it comes up when it is ready, when you stop packing in all of the crap, and it's just sectioning it off, putting it as fat in your body, storing it around your heart, storing it around your liver, or whatever the case is, or storing it on your pipes if you believe in mucoid plaque, and it's just waiting. Hopefully it's not super overwhelming where it just breaks loose and then causes an attack of some sort. Most of the time, some type of inflammatory attack, and whatever the several names that scientists, that doctors give it, and all of these diseases. But you want to, if you had this type of hard life, and you did these things to yourself, whether it's a lot of drugs or whatever, a lot of booze, whatever the case is, and now you feel like, okay, it's time to release this, shed this weight, shed whatever it is, fat around the organs, it will come up and say hi. And that's a detox symptom for you. Saying hi doesn't mean necessarily death. It just means, to the body experience, it just means I'm on my way out. If you freak out and you go, oh God, I need some chips, then it's holding again. So you want to be in balance, right? Not saying you never eat fun things or things that you like to eat, whether that's alcohol or whatever the case is. And I don't suggest it, but I understand mentally it's also an attack. And that's a whole nother story, maybe a whole nother video, is mental detox. But so yeah, you want to kind of ease out of it, transition out of these major bodily attacks. Like, it just feels like what are you doing to me? You know what I mean? And it just responds and all these types of symptoms, like, well, what's going on? What is the body trying to say? And hopefully I helped you today to try to understand the voice of your body, and also be patient with your body, and know that ultimately your body is working for you, not against you. Again, that's a mindset, and I believe that's true. And I also believe, because I believe that, I see the results of the detox symptoms lessen and leave the body quicker, and I get my result quicker, my optimal result quicker. But yeah, there are things that are challenging, but hopefully these are things that you're going to go through. You've heard me talk about it. It was not the end of me, and it did not spiral into any disease, because our minds can really go crazy on us when we are doing a major change. Everything about your body is screaming, usually, stop. It just depends on how drastic it is. Like, if you've been eating chips like forever, and you start snacking on, say, iceberg lettuce, it is screaming like, what is happening here? I'm not full. I don't feel satiated. I don't get those little, endorphins or whatever the heck is released, or serotonin, that's like just feeling like great. I don't have that drug-like feeling of, like I can just go on and do my work for hours. I'm tired, I'm dizzy, I have a headache, and all of these things. So people will use that are not really dedicated to seeing what's on the other side of the raw vegan diet as an excuse. So you know what I always say? No excuses. If there's something in your mind, in your vision, in your body, your consciousness told you to be raw vegan, then it's for you. So just see it through. Who knows what the next chapter will bring you, but see it through. If you have any type of pain, inflammation, and you need healing, see it through. And I'll see you on the other side. So what are steps you can do to handle detox symptoms? Go slow. Don't work out so hard if you find yourself going from, say, a meat eating, high whey protein packed weightlifting regimen, men or women, and now you're eating greens or whatever the case is, and no meat. Mentally, that's a transition, I'm certain, if you come from that type of diet. And also bodily, it may be a transition. So you may feel weaker. So don't do so much. Ease into it. Lessen those amount of plates on that bar. Don't lift so heavy. Don't go so hard. Stay hydrated and stay well fed. So it might just be water that you need. Drink lots of water. Get that lymph flowing. I also do some, rebounding. That also helps the lymph to move, and lymph just meaning things that may have been hardened that are now loosening, that are now just ready and rolling through your system. Also, I meditate, because, as I've always said, the mind is super important. And I do affirmations, my own personal affirmations. And I let myself know that I'm making the right choices. I'm so intelligent in my choices. What I don't know, I will learn, and I will have the opportunity to fix my mistakes. These mistakes are not final. I'm working it out. I'm doing my best. I have great teachers. I have great help. I have a great community. Everything that I want to have, I affirm. And everything that I do have, I affirm. And I just focus on gratitude, and that helps. Breath work. Say you are in the thralls of a major detox moment. Deep, slow breaths. I will call it box breathing. So in for a count of 4, hold your breath for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and hold at the bottom of that breath for a count of 4. Now you can do this like even once can help. Just depends on how anxious you are, how worried or fearful the thought is attacking you, makes you feel. But I would say 10 times is a good number to do that one cycle of box breathing. And you should feel better. Now, obviously there are major detox symptoms, and I won't list them all, but if you're feeling for any reason that you can't breathe, and once you do the breathing exercises, you feel like it doesn't even help, or if you just lay down and you rest and you sleep and you feel like it just doesn't help, now it's up to you to seek out a medical health professional. Now, this could be an alternative professional, anybody you trust, a health coach, a wellness coach, a life coach, and reach out and tell them your symptoms, and don't be afraid. It's your life. This is not a religion. This is not a cult, this raw vegan food diet. It is trying to do something with your own body, your own life. It is reaching for and hopefully attaining and maintaining optimal health. And optimal health sometimes does require you to get outside help. So if you need outside help, hopefully I've given you some criteria where you don't feel like you're always going to somebody else. Oh, my finger hurts, or, and everything like that. Hopefully by listening to me, you're continuing to feel empowered. You're continuing to get social proof, I guess, as you need these things. The ego does sometimes, to be like, well, I feel this, and do others feel this? So am I right? Is this? And then other people say, yeah, I go with that too. So it's really cool actually finding a raw vegan community, even a friend, whether it's online or in person, and someone that will just listen to you and that you trust will give you great feedback, or calm you down, or put a little fire of emergency under you and say, hey, that's not a detox symptom that I think you should do, if you feel like you need that. But ultimately, this life is the Wild West. There are no rules. You make the rules, and hopefully you matter enough to yourself that you see for yourself what is possible in this lifetime with this particular time, space, and body that you have gifted yourself of this experience, and you don't turn it into a hellish experience for you, as far as being slave-minded to just listen to whatever the outside environment has to say as the final say. So with all that in balance, hopefully I hope you got some value out of this video. I know it feels really good for me to share this with you, and I hope to see you again on another video. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and I will be giving you more in-depth optimal health invitations. So thank you again for joining me, and I will see you again. Bye.